Okay, we're live on a Wednesday afternoon. This probably isn't going to be too long of a live stream because I don't typically do it on here or on this day, and I don't know how many people will actually come. But yeah, I'm just doing a live stream because I don't actually have any work to do this afternoon. We were waiting on some new furniture to come in, so we had a time frame between 1 and 4 p.m. that we had to be home to make sure that we got the delivery. So yeah, so that's why I'm pretty much home. Good evening, Knox. How are you? Or I guess for me it's afternoon. And it's actually a pretty nice day out. It's pretty warm outside. Alonzo, how's it going? Yeah, I typically don't do these streams, but I guess last week I did a Thursday morning stream, or maybe it was 1 p.m., something like that. So we got I'll show you a picture. Apparently the cats, it's their, what are they called? They're not reclining chairs now. So I'll show you that in a little bit. I just hit 35,000 subs, so that's cool. I just noticed that now. The next big milestone really is going to be 50,000, I think. And then I'll probably do a giveaway. I forget what the last time I did a giveaway. It was quite a while ago. Josh, happy Wednesday. How are you? Always helpful to see you live. Yeah, I don't go live. I've been going live more lately because I've been at home. Jack, how's it going? Ego, how's it going? Yeah, so we did I did. I always say we. I got to get that out of my head. I made the video on the Wi-Fi 6 mesh today. There were a few questions about the whole mesh part of things. So if I'm gonna do a follow-up video, doing meshing. So most of UniFi access points, they will do meshing. The majority of them do mesh. I don't know if I'm gonna buy another one of the Wi-Fi 6 mesh and try to do a wireless mesh between them, or I'll just do a wireless mesh between the new access point and like a U6LR or something like that. Albert, how are you? Toth, how are you? Bellatoth, hopefully I said that right. From Hungary, that's awesome. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. Just having another coffee, which I probably shouldn't be, but yeah, so that video is interesting. It's always hard doing access point videos because it's really the same thing. I mean, it's going to be me unboxing the access point. You're going to see the access point. We're going to adopt it into our UniFi controller, and then I'm going to do speed test and iPerf test, blah, 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 blah. And that's pretty much it. There wasn't really much of a difference with this one. Besides, I mean, it does have the RGB, which is awesome. I don't know why they took it away from the U6LRs. Even if you look right now, under the U6LR specs, it does say that the LED is RGB. So if we see, and it shows there RGB. So I don't know why it's been taken out of some of them. I'm just getting into the Ubiquiti scene, and I'm glad I'm found your channel. Awesome. Yeah, Ubiquiti is it's a great thing to get into. I feel once you get into it, though, you're gonna start spend a lot of money because they're coming out with a lot of cool products. Where did you get the name Mac Telecom from? So my last name is McCallum. So that's the Mac part, and then like telecom is like telecommunications. I probably could have thought about a different name. I did try different businesses before. One was Reliable Communications, that never really took off. Another one was just Mac Telecom, no networks part. At that time, Mac Telecom was just cabling, and that was it. And I might have had another one, but anyway, those didn't work out. I don't do marketing at all. Like, I don't go up to a business and try to do sales. I'm just not that type of person. I wouldn't ever go into a business and try to sell my product. So YouTube's really helped out for that. Did you find the time to compare the U6 mesh and the Pro? No, I haven't, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm doing good, Albert. Yeah, we'll see. Like right now, I have the U6 mesh sitting beside me on the table. You saw that if you watched the video, you saw that this morning. I have the U6 Pro on my ceiling, but it's turned off. The PoE is turned off on it. Frederick, hello from Sweden. This is a perfect time of day for us in the EU. And that's what I was kind of thinking too. So it would be what, about, I guess it depends where you are. but maybe around 8 o'clock p.m. Can you tell me if there is a way to only broadcast the 2 or 5 gigahertz on UniFi Wi-Fi 6 Lite AP? I use the UDR if that helps. Yeah, you could turn off the 2.5 gigahertz. I forget the settings in it. Maybe I'll do a video on that. And Albert, I'll probably do a full separate video on that as well. It's a pretty big topic. Jack says, fair enough. That is cool. At least you found your feet in that. And so it took a while. I always wanted to start a business. My grandpa, he had a telecommunication business. My uncle still has that business. Maybe I'll take over it one day. We'll see. So I always wanted to do my own thing, but I was working in enterprises. You always need to get experience, but the problem with working in enterprises, it's, if you're in network or if you're in network engineering or you're working in the NOC, I mean, it's very limited. It goes like the architects will tell you what config you're doing. Then you have the build teams which push out the builds, all the, network configurations. And then you have people who are monitoring. So you're really limited in scope to what you do. Whereas when you work for a small company, you get your hands on a ton of things. Chris, how's it going? So, hey, been a fan for a while and not too far from where you are. Awesome. Do you have a connection for UI products? Would love a UI G3 instant. So I don't. I just buy my stuff through Ubiquiti. Or I'll use this company called TDL Canada. I'm not too sure if you have to be a business or not. Okay, so it's 8:33 there. Vertigo says, what's the protect cap for cameras on UDM? I have 17 installed this spring. I thought it was like 10, maybe? UDM Pro camera limit. Forget. Okay, so it's less than 10. UDM Pro support camera limits. High bandwidth cameras, 7. What? Low bandwidth cameras, that doesn't make sense. Oh, here we go. 0. Okay, so if you have 7 high bandwidth cameras, you can't have any low bandwidth. If you have 5, you could have 10, so 14. So I guess it depends. It depends how you mix and match. Oh, low bandwidth cameras, you could have 20. But I wonder what they consider is the low bandwidth, like right here. Cameras designed with low bandwidth are all the G3 model. So anything G4 is, and that's what most people are going to go with, I believe, these days, are the G4. I mean, the G3 Flex are still cool, and G3 Instant, yeah. The G3 Instant is still new. But, I mean, most people aren't going to be buying the G3 Dome micros and bullets. So you're going to be limited, really. I mean, I mean, 7 cameras, right? So you'd have to do a UNVR or something like that if you're going to be expanding past that limit. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. I just decided to hop on here, so we'll see where it takes us. There's not a whole lot new in the Ubiquiti world, like anything released wise, I don't think, unless I missed something. So let's take a look here. I should have this rescue key, I think, tomorrow. If I go pick it up, I could have that tomorrow, as well as, if you were on my last live stream, you would have seen this. Where the heck are they? These Ethernet range extenders or repeaters. So I think these are going to be cool to test out. It's just going to be in my office with a couple boxes of long cable that have a couple 100 feet in them, and we'll test them out to see how far we could make these range extenders go. They're kind of like the MikroTik range extenders that they have. I need an NVR then. I have 12 G3, 3. Yeah, at that point, you want to get an NVR. I would for sure. I have the UNVR Pro, not that I need it. I think Ubiquiti actually sent me that. But before that, I had the standard UNVR with the 4 bays. Hey Chad, anyone know when the UDM Pro SE was last in stock? I think they were in stock last week, possibly. Any thoughts on network 7.21? Not really. I was looking at it this morning. Somebody, or maybe it was yesterday, somebody tagged me in Facebook. Anyway, I think it doesn't really change too much, to be honest with you, from the 7.20. It just updates DHCP relay, DHCP server copy, and global setting notice. And then a couple of these bug fixes. So there's not too much to it. The big one was this one, the 7020. But the 21 is still pushing out as not release candidate. So if you're in EA, I guess it's pushing out to you for some reason. Also, the Android Protect app has support for connecting to the cloud key, also UDM. Now on the same, yeah, it should, yeah, yep. There's this odd bug with the network controller application for some reason at random times. It decides to max out the CPU anywhere from 5 to 1 hour. Yeah, so this network controller is in RC. I don't know why I think it's still a bug within their release channel. Where the heck did they take away 7.20? Actually, 7.20 isn't even showing in here anymore. So 21, if we look at this, yeah, it still shows that it's release candidate, and you could find these release notes here. Where the heck's that taking us to? It's weird. Anyway, I did a video on it. I asked them if I was able to, if I'd get in trouble, and I wouldn't. Would you recommend the WD Purple Pro over the WD Purple for the NVRs? I just use the standard WD Purple. They work fine. Could you explain how bad it is to put the Wi-Fi 6 Pro in a wall instead of ceiling? Like, you mean flat on the side? I think you can. They probably have in their documentation you can. I think if you have it on the ceiling, it gives you more speed. If you do it on the side, it will give you further distance. But then again, you need to look at the radiation patterns that they have. For one house, what router, switch, and AP would you recommend? One up, down, 2-story home. I would do the UDM Pro, or I can't really say with the UDM SE. They were supposed to send me one, but I still haven't received it. So the UDM SE is probably, I mean, there's probably not a huge difference with it. If you're looking for more advanced configuration, for Netgate, you would have to probably go with to get 1,000. I think the 6100. I think they're aren't they canceling the 3100? I think it's end of life now. UDM SE is in stock in Europe. I don't think it's in stock in the USA. I wish it would get in stock in Canada. No, it's still sold out there. I've been waiting for 2 weeks, like staring at my, actually I did a Twitter post about it, probably. Staring out my window like the guy from Narcos. How the heck do I look at my profile? Oh gosh, it's probably way down here. Not that I tweet a crazy amount, but where was it? I actually sent this to my guy my marketing guy at Ubiquiti. But this has literally been me waiting for that UDM. I've been checking my cameras all the time because I want to make content on it. The only person I think who has a video out on the UDM SE, I haven't checked any of the other channels, but it's Crosstalk Solutions. He bought one, and I don't mind buying one. It's just they're not available to us. So I thought I would have had this last week or the week before. Because there are a couple new things on it that I do want to test out. I watched your TP-Link router VPN connection video. I set it up as you did. However, the VPN connection never worked, and And it was configured to have VPN ports through port forwarding on the router. I'm not too sure because everybody's setup's a little bit different. Like with my setup in that video, I don't actually remember, but I'm not like my modem or my ISP gear is in bridge mode, so I don't need to forward anything. OpenVPN only works on the home Wi-Fi. Any ideas? Well, your VPN really, I mean, if you're at home, why are you using your VPN to connect back into your house, right? So yeah, I'm hoping soon. They're supposed to be sending me this, the SE, and then a box of cable, I guess. I think it was a box of plenum cable I was looking at. CMP, this right here. So with this cable, it's actually I'm in the US store. Let's just see. I think it's like $5 more than the cable that I normally buy. Yeah, so it's $314. The cable I typically buy is $310. But then you have to pay for shipping. So it ends up costing like I don't know, $350. So if the UniFi cable is good, I'm gonna save a bunch of money on shipping because anything I buy from the Ubiquiti store in Canada is free shipping. So if that's the case, I'll probably just start buying bulk Ubiquiti. I'm hoping it's 1,000 feet of cable as well. UDM SE is out of stock in Europe. Uh-oh. There are people on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. I saw a UDM Pro for like $1,100, which is insane to me. I don't get people who mark up like that. I guess you want to make some quick money, but I don't know. I couldn't do it to anybody. What else is there to talk about? Let's see. So 7.21, I don't really know about. I am on 7.20, so I'll upgrade tonight to 21. It's not going to affect me with DHCP because I'm not using DHCP relay anyway. How do you ground direct burial shielded cable in? My plastic patch panel is not grounded. Can you plug it directly? I mean, you can plug it in, but you probably want to get a shielded patch panel. In Canada, we don't really need to do shielded cabling. It's not a standard here. That is a huge markup. Ferris, how's it going? Smash the like button. Yes, we got 48 people here, 19 likes. I mean, that's double the price of the UDM Pro, which is insane. But that's the same thing that happens with PS5s and, you know, Xbox Ones and all of that. Hey, Cody, how's it going? A random live stream I happened to catch. Yes, this is a random live stream. I never usually stream on Wednesdays. You received the SE router and I'm loving it. I'm now getting 1.2 gig. That's awesome. Yeah, the problem here, we only have, the service is only 1 gig anyway. So I'm not going to benefit from that 2.5 unless we're in a fairly new neighborhood. So maybe they will bump it up. Hey, Cody, I know you recorded sound level last year on the Enterprise 24 PoE switch. Is it louder than the UDM with a hard drive in it? With the fan speed increase. Also, do you ever not wear a hat? Okay, so first, with the Enterprise switch, it's not that loud at all. I mean, if the UDM Pro has a hard drive in it, the UDM Pro would be louder in it. Second thing, with the hat, the reason I started wearing a hat, I had alopecia, so I started, and you could probably tell in my beard, my beard is like white, so it's very hard to see. So I had like chunks of my hair that were falling out. I do have my hair now. I could take my hat off, I guess. Right? It's thinning. I am getting older, so I do have hair. But now I've been so used to wearing a hat that I don't know, I just don't want to take it off. You just ordered yours 2 days ago and it arrived. Awesome. You scavenged one on eBay. I don't trust eBay. I don't know. There's something about eBay that I would never, I don't know. It's not my thing. Jonathan, boring. How's it going? So what's your favorite UniFi camera? I don't know. The ones that we install the most are the G4 Pros. The AI 360 though is wicked. I think it's wicked. And especially with the new update, where you could put, actually, maybe I could just bring my cameras up. Let's do it. Let's look at my live view. My cameras are still, some of my cameras are still messed up. Okay, so here's the, move my head over here. So here's the AI 360. That's in its fisheye lens. But then these two down here are the D-warp. So it's all the same camera, but we're getting different views within the live view. So I think that's really beneficial to, I think it's going to be beneficial to a lot of places. Like this will be great in retail shops. The G4 bullets, they perform really well as, so we sell them all the time, G4 bullets. You love random lives. Yeah, I mean, I don't usually do it because there's not as many people coming in. And if there's not as many questions, you're just rambling on and yeah, it just feels weird. When I first started live streaming, it was, I mean, I did Twitch live streaming years ago, playing Halo and stuff like that. So I knew when there was like nobody in those streams and you knew it. So you're really just talking to yourself, but at least there's people in the stream that I could talk to. So it makes it a little easier. How easy is it to configure fiber for UDM Pro? My town's broadband manager stated I'm eligible for fiber to the home. So what happens usually, they would bring fiber to the home, but then they put it in a media converter that would convert it to copper. So out of the, like that's how mine is right now. I have mine fiber to the home. I deleted the Bell Home Hub, so I don't use their modem, and then it goes copper because I don't have long enough fiber cable. Let's see. I don't know if your regulation is different in the UK, but we have good buyer protection. Okay, I'm not too sure. If you use the redundant power system, do you need to connect both power cables on the switch or only one cable? So what the redundant power system's for is so you have that redundant power supply. So you'd be using the So you'd be using what I don't even know what this cable's called. I guess it's the smart power cable. Because if your normal power dies, then this would pick it up. So you want to have both. And that video that I did where my network rack dropped and hit me in the head, on my enterprise switch, the power actually failed on that one, and the RPS, made it stay up, which was great. It's not a UPS though. Everybody thinks it is, and it isn't. eBay has been great for me. I don't know. Maybe eBay is not so big in Canada. I just don't use it. I only get 19 live viewers on YouTube, but on Twitch, it's horrible. Twitch, I haven't done Twitch for Mac Telecom Networks, and I probably won't. YouTube's where I'm going to stay for that. Twitch was a dream a long time ago to have people in there. I guess I realized I'm not as entertaining, and streaming drains me. Like doing 1 or 2 streams a week. I don't know how people do 8 to 10 hour streams a day doing that stuff. Can 2 UniFi APs be used through a Moca system? I would assume so. I haven't used Moca though, but it's something that I want to test out, like get some Moca adapters. Because in this office, back where those guitars are, I have a coax cable there, which I would like to turn into Moca. Oops. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I'd use it for, to be honest. Moca adapters are pretty expensive. But if you're looking for somebody to run cable in your house, like I would be charging more than that to run a Cat 6 cable in your house. I'd charge more than $185 if your house is finished. Just because when you're going into a house that's finished, it's a pain in the butt to get done. But anyway, I haven't tested it. I think Crosstalk's done quite a few videos on Moca. Maybe I will eventually do it if I start running out of video ideas, which I'm pretty far behind on videos. It's weird. I've done 3-hour-long TikTok live streams, and if you're not hosting with somebody else, it's super draining. So I've never done a TikTok stream, and I don't know if I will. My TikTok's not huge. I don't post on there all the time either. I don't find the benefits of TikTok amazing compared to YouTube. I mean, YouTube is, I hope my sound's not going out there. YouTube is just like, I have 39,000 followers on TikTok. The amount of work YouTube's brought into me, whereas TikTok, I think I've had one client from TikTok and we didn't even end up doing the job. It is fun posting short videos and I do like that. It's surprising the algorithm with TikTok, like this heat map scan thing got 1.5 million views, which is insane. Mocha coffee is better. Yes. What's your favorite disgusting sandwich? I have no idea what that means. What are your thoughts on Ruckus APs with UniFi switches? So I don't have thoughts on Ruckus APs because, whoops, I'm blocking the chat, aren't I? I don't have thoughts on Ruckus APs because I've never used them. Maybe one day if they would send them to me, that would be great. I think Ruckus APs, are they not expensive? Kevin says on TikTok, you have to dance. Well, I forget what the, yeah, you probably do to get more views. I have a couple that have high views, like that's 1.5 million, whatever. There's another one of me doing the clicks that have over 1 million views. It's just fun to do for short videos, and I do watch it quite often. To get like real tech advice or like tutorial videos, it's almost non-existent. You need something with longer form factor. I think they do 3-minute videos or something like that now, though. And I don't know, like, can you produce content on your computer and then upload it to TikTok? I have no clue. Oh, really? Can't do any, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, even right now, I'm cautious about saying stuff about that as well on YouTube. I see a lot of the tech talk YouTubers talk about, or TikTokers talk about that on Twitter. It's kind of entertaining. I mean, it would suck. I mean, creating an account and then that happening. I created one for my Lego, but I've only posted one video. And actually, I don't even know my password to get in anymore. Where did my TikTok go? Did I close it? TikTok. I was thinking about making a separate channel, YouTube channel, for building Lego, but I don't know. It would just be time lapses. Doing like one Lego build a week or something like that. Where the heck is it? Let's build Lego. I need to be able to, yeah, this was my Harry Potter Lego, which was interesting to build. It's crazy how expensive Lego is, though. Very expensive. Almost more expensive than tech. Where, let's see. Linus got a Ruckus AP for his new house. They're so expensive. I did see the, I think I saw that video. I thought he was using like Enterprise XG switches, UniFi Enterprise XG. Hey, do you have any experience with UniFi Identity? It is an early access in the moment. No, I don't, because of it being an EA. I was a part of the program from the very beginning, but I never did anything with it. I never logged in. I had one customer, we set up UniFi Access for them, and they just ended up pressing on it and installing it. But with UID, what happens with Access, it transfers everything onto there. So he ended up locking himself out of his building. So that's about all the experience I have with it. Hi, Cody. Which of the G4 cameras has the widest angles? I think the G4 Pro does. So the Ruckus APs are about 1,000 pounds. Yeah, that's crazy. You can upload from your desktop, schedule them, and add them. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Jason asks, how often do you stream? Usually 1 day a week, Sundays at 11 a.m. But I've been, yeah, I've been streaming more often, I guess. The last 2 weeks I've done 2. Albert asks, have you used a grandstream? Yes, I have. And I actually have a job. Where's my Instagram? Oh, I don't think I posted it. Anyway, I got a box of a grandstream 6304A, which is the audio series. And I think it's about 8 phones. I only have 4 of the phones right now. grandstream. Where's the grandstream? Oh, and I'm waiting for this. This guitar is not in here right now. It's in the shop. I'm waiting for it to get back. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is just me peeling a sticker on it. But I think this is the 60... I forget which one this is. They all kind of look the same. The UCMs, the newer style. I think that was the 6304A. Gift gas poison? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Linus got loads of Ubiquiti switches as well. I watch him from time to time. Like, he used to do... I forget what I started watching him with. I think he was doing a UniFi build in his house or doing 10 gig networking in his house. It was interesting. Good evening. I have a U6LR currently in a 90 square meter house on the first floor. A HD6 Flex will bring a better additional experience or not. Thanks for your live stream from France. I'm not too sure because I haven't done the testing between the two. I could tell you that the U6LR is a wicked access point though. It just depends on the form factor that you like. Like the U6LRs are pretty big, whereas the, these ones are tiny. They're like a slim Coke can and they look nice. I mean, the U6LR look nice as well, but they're fairly thick. But nothing is going to get as thick as that TP-Link access point. It's crazy. Oh god, we gotta ban somebody, don't we? Just being silly. Bye bye. Take care. Okay, so Michael asks, hi Cody, why would I have so much interference overhead on my APs? I've tried to auto configure as well as manually changing channels in TX power. Never seems to change. Usually when you have auto optimization on it, it works really well. But it depends too on your neighbors and all of that stuff. Even if you have a certain printer, some of them broadcast Wi-Fi SSIDs. So you need to make sure all that's turned off. KNL Radio. Hi, I need someone to help with my Wi-Fi network. Well, I don't think you're in Canada, so I couldn't help. I mean, I could help remotely configure it. That's about it. Would the new Coke Wi-Fi 6 mesh be good use for extending the network for a G3 UniFi Wi-Fi camera? So do you have which camera was that? G3 UniFi Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi camera. It depends. If you need more Wi-Fi to get that camera online, then yeah, buy it. I haven't done the mesh tests with this though. Like mine was hard cabled into my switch. I will do a video, I think, on it being meshed. Yeah, like unlimited budget Wi-Fi. Linus 10K Ruckus hardware at his new house. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you have how many subs does he have? 10 million? Something like that? Something crazy. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Asking about the hat wasn't meant to be a... No worries. It's all good. Wasn't meant to be a dig at you, by the way. I used to wear hats all the time. Due to bump in the auto industry in my hair, it used to hurt a lot. The hat's just... I think if I started posting videos without the hat, it might be weird. If we look back... Actually, how do we look back at my older... I don't even know if I want to look at my old videos. So there probably are some videos. I have like close to 500 videos now. There probably are some videos with me without my hat on. And it wasn't visibly at the front. It was on the side. And all my hair's grown back now. It's just very thin on the top, which is due to old age, I would assume. Yeah, I got way too many videos to go through. Anyway, if you want to look back at them, you can. Maybe one day I used to spike my hair up. I probably have something on Facebook. But anyway. Let's see. Do you recommend UniFi Access? What are your thoughts? I really like UniFi Access. I think UniFi Access is great. I mean, it's kind of scary. You have to be careful with access control because it is a risk. You would never want somebody to get locked into a building if, you know, a fire happened or something like that. So you need to be careful, and you have the right, you know, door strikes in, and you have a, you know, like a power supply that's capable to tie into a fire alarm panel and things like that. But yeah, UniFi Access is great. I think it's awesome. Thanks for the reply. No worries. Frederick, no problem. Have a good night. Thanks. Really enjoy the channel. Perfect. Thank you. John, how's it going? KNL, if you want to hire me for network consulting, just go to my website, let's go there right now, www.mactelecomnetworks.com. You click on the hire us contact. It's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. It shows us my hourly rate. This is in Canadian dollars. And then just fill in the information and what you're looking for, and I will respond back to you. My doorbell is connected with the old access point Flex HD. Works good, no problem at all. So my access point, or my front door, is probably connected to my in-wall HD, I would assume. Paul, how's it going? So do you know if the UniFi LTE WAN backup device works with the Dream router? I downgraded to a smaller unit from the UDM Pro. I'm not sure. I have a UDR, but it's still in the box because it's in EA. I don't think there's 2 WAN ports on that though. So probably not. If there's not 2 WAN ports, you wouldn't be able to do that. Do you know when the access point Wi-Fi 6 mesh be released? Been waiting for. It is released. It's released in the United States. Are you talking about the one that I just did a video on today? This one right here, like the Coke can one? It's released in the US anyway, and maybe Europe. Not released in Canada. In the naming convention. So strange. So strange. Like, and then they have the access point Beacon HD, which is a true Wi-Fi mesh because it doesn't have any Ethernet ports on it. Weird. You live in Saskatchewan, so your temperature, I mean, you probably get a little bit colder than Ontario, I would assume, but it's worked fine. I haven't had any issues with the Reader Pro or the Reader Lite outside. Yeah, so if you don't have 2 WAN ports, you're gonna have to get the, if you want to have that failover, you probably need to get the UDM Pro SE or UDM SE or UDM Pro. EA, oh, they're in the EU as well. Perfect. I don't know. I was trying to look at the Flex HD because I don't have a Flex HD here. I thought that the material that they made it out of was just plastic, and I couldn't find anything on that to do my video in. Unless I missed it. Nope. Because the new one feels like it had a, from what I could remember, it has a bit more weight. Actually, we could see the weight here. 0.69 pounds. Let's see. Yeah, it does. It's got a lot more weight to it. So it's 0.88 pounds. I thought it did. One thing I missed in the video, and I should have said it, but after I posted, I didn't realize. This is outdoor rated. It's IP54? IPX5. Let's see what that is. IPX5s protect against low pressure water stream from any angle. So you could probably put this in your backyard or somewhere like that. Well, we get -40. We were close to that the last week or the week before. I didn't have any issues with it. I have a few customers who have them. Will UDM Pro and SE ever support load balancing dual WAN? I would hope so, because if you watch that video where I did the failover, it says load balancing, but the only load balancing feature is failover. And I did a video a long time ago when UniFi actually supported failover. But then, I mean, they took it out for some reason. I'm not too sure. It's still not in the UK. It is still coming soon on the website. Yeah, I would think probably in the next week or two. On the Flex HD units, I have 2 set up hardwired. If they're hardwired, can I leave the meshing turned off? Absolutely. The meshing is just for a Wi-Fi uplink. Hey Cody, sorry, I just dropped in and I don't know if this has been asked before. I figured that the access point Wi-Fi 6 also supports non-mesh mode. Yep. So basically over Ethernet as an AP. That's how I have it plugged in. Like in this video, I plugged it into my My light switch, my 16-port light switch. Thanks for answering. Been doing my first big project, and it has been pretty stressful to keep it up and going. That's a part of life. I mean, once you get into these bigger jobs, I don't take on huge jobs. I actually got asked yesterday to do a fiber job for 1,000 houses. I'm not doing that. I don't have the manpower to do it. It's just too much work. So, stressful jobs are good sometimes for learning anyway. How to set up VLAN, edge ground, and Windows Server 16 to do DHCP and DNS. You'd have to set up so that the it's using a DHCP relay. John asks if I mess with OpenSense at all. A little bit, not much. I do have a couple of OpenSense videos, but it's just very basic. It's so OpenSense failover, small business setup for OpenSense, which is really just getting the initial setup done, creating VLANs, connecting it probably to Ubiquiti network, I forget, and doing, some VLANs and firewall rules. It's a fork of pfSense. Yep. I mean, it's not bad. The interface is decent. I use pfSense more. So let's get rid of that. Let's see what my notification is. There we go. What is this? Apparently Lego. So Moca adapters, maybe I'll look into that. I have to review or do a video on these switches. Aruba sent me these switches, 1960s stackable switches. They have cloud stacking and a bunch of other keywords. So I think the first video that I'll do about the Aruba won't actually be Aruba. It will be a video on rack studs because they sent me some of their new rack studs series 2 or whatever they're called. So we'll rack these with rack studs in my rack downstairs. Then after we do that, I need to turn these on first and see how they work because I haven't even tested them yet. But they seem, I did have a switch. I think it might have been a 1960 switch before. Aruba did send me, and it works all right. My one downfall with it is the fan noise. It was insane how loud these switches were. Why is Wi-Fi LR more expensive than the Wi-Fi 6 Pro in the difference in the price range? I'm not too sure. I was talking, who was that? I was talking to somebody this morning. I forget who it was, but they were saying that the Wi-Fi 6 LR doesn't have Wi-Fi 6 on the 2 gigahertz. Or I forget what we were talking about. I don't know why. I'd have to look through the specs to see. And it is quite a bit more, actually. It's like $40 more, is it not? All right, I got to get off the coffee. It's making me too warm. Yeah, so it's this is in the States. Oh, so it's a $30 difference there. I don't know. It would probably do with the antennas, right? But even with the Pro, I did the U6LR video against the Pro, and they in the house, the Pro still worked a lot better. All right, so I'll probably only be on here another 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I wasn't even planning on going this long. Got a few, well, I don't really actually have anything to do. I need to order food because I haven't ate all day. That's one thing. Probably should make food, but I'll end up ordering something, I'm sure. For any Lego fans, I don't know who is, but apparently it's my new thing. So I just finished the Nintendo. Well, this part of it. There's the TV still. So it's really cool. And it comes with the Super Mario game. It would be, you know what I was thinking? Maybe put a Raspberry Pi somehow into this and put a like 8-inch screen. I'll show you what it actually looks like. Nintendo Lego. I think that would make for a really cool project. So this is the Nintendo, like I'm building this part right now, but to retrofit with a Raspberry Pi, put it into there and then make a screen out of this. I think that would be really cool. It's something I've been thinking about, but then I'd have to, you know, really disassemble this, and what's the point of buying the Lego at that point? Yes, smash the like button. Poutine? I do like poutine, actually. I do love poutine. It is one of a Canadians. I think we actually made it. I think Canada came up with poutines. Yeah, so the Nintendo is, I think it's wicked. They're this thing. What else did I order? Well, you can see the guitar. I just got that. Whoops, my Stream Deck's not working. I just got that guitar today, so that's all Lego, and you can see this big mess of cable behind me. Harry Potter is up there. Behind the Dexter is the International Space Station, and then I have the Venom, which somebody stole from me. My fiance, Venom Lego. She stole my Venom Lego. So I'm gonna so I bought that, and then I got a couple other Lego frames. Lego frame. Was it frame art? I forget. I think it's Batman. Lego Batman. Batman. I talked about this last live stream. Can I get to? I don't want to go on Etsy. You know what, let's just go to Lego, lego.com. Anyway, I bought 3 of them. I'll show you in a sec once it loads up. Batman? Batman. It's probably gonna, oh, this one right here. So I got this. It's saying that it ships on March 1st, so I'll have to wait a little bit. I posted this into with all my friends. I have a Facebook group, and they're like, oh, you got to get the other 2. I'm like, other 2? What are you talking about? Like, it's just one. Anyway, if you look at the box, there's Harley Quinn and then there's Joker. So of course I had to buy all 3. So I'll probably end up putting that, I don't know. I want it to be a part of the drop set of my YouTube videos, but now I have all the guitars there. I need to find a good spot. I need a bigger studio room. Okay, so let's get off Lego for a second. You have made up my mind on what switch I'm going to add to my network rack. Anyways, the 100 extra quid for the Enterprise makes sense. And to know it's not going to make my ears burn. So yeah, it's very good. You have the 2.5, you have 12 2.5 gig interfaces. And I like how it goes across, like the ports go across instead of, you know, all of them on the right-hand side. Muhan ad? Sorry if I messed that up. How's it going? Warner, how's it going? Good afternoon. The antennas from the LR 5 gig are 4x4, 2.4 and 4. Okay. Oh, Dexter. Yeah, I love Dexter. Dexter has been, yeah, Dexter's great. I love Dexter. You're going to have to check out. No worries. Have a good day. I'm actually going to be leaving in a second anyway. Can you use Synology as a storage for UniFi Protect? No, you cannot. Unfortunately, it's a locked-in ecosystem. But on that note, I'm going to leave for the day. I'll be live again Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you want to check me out live, ask me questions, whichever. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you Sunday. Watch out for